Okay.
So we wrote a list of countries, didn't we? And then we went through every country on the list, all the countries in the world
On Google,
and we looked at pictures of each of the countries and videos. And we know that when we go travelling that we like mountains and scenery. So then we took out all the ones about beaches and stuff, and then led us to Pakistan, and because we saw the pictures and they were just
the pictures
beautiful.
look the best we've ever seen.
Okay.
So you've seen pictures of Hunter Valley, Fairy Meadows, right?
Right.
And when you see Fairy Meadows pictures, like, wow, where's that? Because it looks like Switzerland.
Oh, yes, it's
Austria.
good. It's beautiful.
It's one of those.
So this is the only reason you decided to travel
Not the
Pakistan.
only reason. Then we read
Well,
more into it.
yeah.
That's how you start.
But we like going to countries because it's very much like England, or we don't want to go to Australia because it's very much like England. But we have been to Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan and Ethiopia, and now we've been here because they're not like England, and here
It's different.
yeah, and it's different. So we could go to Switzerland, but then we're still in Europe and it's the same. So
All of Europe's kind of going to have the same
yeah,
thing going on.
yeah. So that was it really.
Oh.
Then we watch YouTube videos. So you watch.
So I think maybe there are very few YouTube videos
Yeah,
you
you
find
need to
about
go-
Pakistan.
You
And
need
the
to
ones
get
on there
more.
are terrible, yeah. Like there's like just guys, but mostly their own stupid face. And then like sometimes you see the scenery and the scenery's great. There's just like some idiot talking for the whole time. You have to fast forward past the idiot who's talking.
If you can get some professional looking videos up.
Well,
Yes,
Oh, but
we
not-
are.
not
No,
even yours,
people.
yeah. Even
No,
yours.
people are working on
yeah,
it.
his Harris's look professional, whereas
Yeah,
usually it's really fuzzy, shaky, and so we're like, oh,
Videos they.
yeah.
Okay.
So and yours look really good. So, but those videos aren't on YouTube, so it's
I
very-
don't definitely
Yeah.
like. I would now upload these videos
Yeah,
on
And
YouTube.
if
Before
you-
that, they were. I was just putting it on Facebook.
and then if you upload the videos to YouTube and then put your company
Name and then
website in-
something like
can
like
do that.
the beautiful Pakistan
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
you need
this.
to have an account which is linked to your business.
Yeah.
So, like
The YouTube account name will be your business name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just post video. Yeah, of course, because we watch. Look at a company called Wild Frontiers, and they do. They're UK based
Yeah.
company which do adventure planning tours all around the world, and they've got videos, and you can see the information, and that's one of the.
They do Pakistan actually.
Yeah, one of the websites
Yeah.
we go to get ideas because they do
unusual locations.
places, but it's a very good website to look at for
How to
showing
sell countries.
how to sell countries. Yeah,
Wild Frontiers. You
Yeah.
definitely want to write that one down.
Wild
Wild.
Like
Wild
Frontiers.
Frontiers. Okay, Wild
Yeah.
Frontiers.
Yeah.
Because they're the best one we've seen.
yeah.
In
For
terms of
unusual travel.
and giving you the information before you go, and here's what you see there, and here's some beautiful pictures, here's a beautiful video for every country, and they've got like 20 countries.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a really good website. Just for an example of what we think is really good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Definitely. First, I'll go back and upload my videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's
do-
a big platform.
But do it
because
from, don't do
touch-
it from your name, I do it from Adventure Planning Pakistan. I
Yeah.
make a YouTube
Channel.
Channel.
called
Yes.
that.
Adventure Planner Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's just your name, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
maybe he's a
definitely.
tourist or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that also helps if it's linked into your website and you have links from your website. That also helps you get further up in the Google listings and Google searches. So it kind of all helps in your SEO.
Google owns YouTube.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
YouTube views will boost the Google listing every time.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you need,
Like.
because I work for a company in the UK, we do tourist. Well, it's volunteering, but in different countries around the world. So we wouldn't go. People wouldn't go to Pakistan. Our people are quite scared. It's probably the
Yeah,
first time they've
definitely.
been
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
But we work with a lot of agencies, almost like referral agents. So, that, for example, Responsible Travel.
Okay.
And Responsible Travel sell other people's products. So there's a few from Pakistan, but they're really expensive, weren't they? They were like like
Hey, that one
Wait,
both
like-
cheers.
yeah, well, but they're like $3,000 for like 2-week trip. But because it's on Responsible Travel, you need to be checked out from them. You have to make sure you're economically sustainable, that you like kind of help the environment while you're there. But if you get a listing on that, then you pay them 10%
Alright.
of whatever you take.
Okay.
But then you can charge You can have
Oh,
that package
alright.
on your website, and then they kind of book through that. Well, they kind of click on a link and then come to your website directly.
Oh,
That
perfect.
we get-
Definitely, I'll stay connected with you guys and do this.
Yeah.
It's really perfect. Well, it's just a start, so I have to do a lot of effort to make my name and make my country's name in better places.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Tourism Concern is another organisation in the UK that's trying to help tourists that want to stay with, like, help local companies rather than go to the big hotels and things. So I work very closely with Tourism Concern. So once you have your website, I can contact them and they can list you on their like ethical guides. Easy.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Hmm.
Maybe within a month, I'll be done with website.
Yeah.
Then I can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
up
so
on
it's nice.
that.
Can help.
Definitely put lots of information on there. About how long, how can I fly from here to go? Yes. Here are the flights to fly once a day. Okay, cool.
Do you think you'll do
Can I
like
get a bus
packages?
from here to Hunter? Yeah, the bus
Like
is 2 hours.
just after the website,
Yeah.
I'll make some packages like for a week, for 2 weeks, for
Yeah.
month, and then
Yeah.
that will be okay to like get listed on your mentioned website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look at Wild Frontiers again about how they like the level of information, because when you get a website, as you know, and it's all just one big block of text, it's very difficult to read, isn't it? But
Yeah, you need to
if you've
split
got
it.
how long's the trip,
Bullet points.
how bullet points and stuff. Like we read, because when we see a website and it's just one big block of text, we're like
And visas are important.
visas, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing people will be scared of.
Yeah,
It'll be
'cause-
visas and say how safe Pakistan is.
Yeah. Makes you really emphasize safe.
Okay, well, I think they are more about like concerned about their safety. Definitely.
They are.
Yeah.
Safety and visas. Because visa, to be fair, what?
We can give the information
Yeah,
to
we
Harris
give
about
them
Visa?
visa.
Visa?
Visa
visa.
information.
Visa information.
Yeah.
All right. That's I think whenever like my company gonna register, they will allow me to issue LOI.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's easy to get visa on the LOI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without that,
But
maybe they
there's a
reject you.
lot. But there's a lot of information on the internet at the moment that says that getting a visa for Pakistan is very, very difficult.
Or impossible.
Or impossible,
whatever,
yeah.
But it was-
Expensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conflicting information.
So you got visa easily with LOI?
Yeah.
Well, it took a lot of. The only reason it took us time is because we didn't live near Birmingham.
No.
You have to
Other than
apply.
that, you just I think got
Well-
visa within a few days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also we have when you have to get a letter of invitation and then you have to go in person,
It's the person thing.
to the Jerry's place,
Mm-hmm.
and you also have to give an itinerary. You have to tell them where you're going,
All right.
and so that can be quite difficult to figure out before you've got the visa because you don't want to start.
Maybe like you are not familiar with the places. So how can you give them that itinerary?
And you have to guess
difficult.
where
Yeah,
you
we
go.
did.
So we
And
guessed.
We said Ferry Meadows on our first itinerary.
Oh.
And Snowland told us in May.loi, so
Mhm.
take Ferry Meadows off because they might
Because
be weird about it.
because our FCA, which is our Foreign Commonwealth Office,
Mhm.
say that we can't, and they don't advise that we go there. They say advise all but essential travel to
Yeah.
Ferry Meadows because of the issues. I think they were.
There's no issue.
No.
I know.
Maybe like years
Yeah,
ago,
But that's
still
what.
likely.
But that's what our FCO
Our government
says.
says don't
Our
go there.
official government site, or FCO website, is the most important one for us.
Mhm.
Everyone looks at that first, and that says these are the safe regions.
Alright.
These are not safe regions.
Well,
Chilas.
Chitral.
not safe.
Oh,
Swat Valley, not
So
safe.
so if
Oh.
you,
Peshawar, not safe.
well, Samad and Chitral are required NOC, and the
Yeah.
army units are there and it's pretty safe.
so if
Ferry
you
Meadows
had
is
a
not safe.
but if you had
Ferry
a
Meadows is perfectly, absolutely safe.
Yeah.
You just, I think from Gilgit you have to travel for 2 hours and then there are 3 hours more and you have a hike for 3 hours to reach.
but if you had a
place,
UK tourist that put down Ferry Meadows on their
they will check the
Reject.
visa.
they'll reject the
Oh,
visa.
yeah.
oh.
Because
So-
it goes by the government website. Whether it's true or not doesn't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
If the
So-
government website says it.
Oh,
and also we can't go there because we have travel insurance and it's kind of like UK travel. Well, it's travel insurance which covers UK citizens. And if we go to a place which the FCO advises us not to go, and we have an accident, say we broke our leg, and we need to get an emergency, we wouldn't cover it on travel insurance. We wouldn't be able to claim any money back. We'd have to pay it all out of our own pocket because we went against.
Yeah, not
The
even
government's
Alright.
Alright, so website name is
FCO.
FCO
which is the UK.
UK. So
UK FCO. Yeah.
So they actually give the travel advices where to go and where not
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah.
So this is powered by government,
UK
Yeah.
government.
UK government.
And they take the American one is even worse than us because they're even more paranoid. Every country, Australia's is very bad.
Yeah,
They worry
Australia's really
even more than we do. And it's kind of it plays it very safe, but it's paranoid, right? The stuff that, like you say, Fairy Meadows is safe. They don't care because 5 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, some problems happened. Ethiopia, same thing. That was what,
Even now,
2009?
if you talk about that, like the bad thing happened in, also in Islamabad, it was not like the mosque you were talking about, like all.
It wouldn't matter if it was 10 years ago, they would still say it's not
long
safe.
time ago. Now, every part of our country, alhamdulillah, is pretty
Yeah.
safe, and
But as
you
a-
can
as a
travel
tour-
everywhere.
As a tour guide, you have to be aware that each country, regardless of whether it's true or not, each country will have a government-hosted website which tells their residents where not to go.
Oh.
So in ours, it's called the FCO, and you go on it, and it says don't go to Chitral, and you find. And so if we
And
put
people definitely gonna follow it.
Well, we didn't. sometimes.
we-
But like Gemma said, the problem is, okay, you go to Fairy Meadows.
You told me
It
that.
doesn't matter if terrorism. It's not terrorism that's going to get you. Maybe you do break your leg.
then
But even
Yeah.
just a broken leg means the government. Oh, under our insurance, you should not have been in Fairy Meadows because the government said don't go there.
So
Therefore,
then-
your insurance is invalid.
say we have like a heart attack and we need an emergency evacuation. That's going
They're
to
not
cost so
gonna
much
provide
money.
you.
They're not going to not because when we go away, we get travel insurance. So if we ever have to have any, if we need to be evacuated, if we go to the hospital, we don't everything we can then claim back on our travel insurance.
Yep.
But if we're in these areas that the government say you can't go to, we can't claim. So
You-
if
you
something
ignore
bad
government
happens,
advice.
it's going to be very expensive.
You ignore government advice, tough. You're in trouble.
Definitely, like you're having advice from government, then you have to follow it. It's your like maybe.
We don't have to. We don't
We
trust
don't
it.
have to.
We
We
don't
don't
trust it. We
Yeah.
haven't done it in
We
the past. It's a
didn't.
risk.
Yeah.
You then take a risk. If you get ill or
Yeah,
sick, you're in
exactly.
trouble.
It's-
So it's
sort
all
of
about
important.
like we should improve our image and contact them and tell them that it's pretty safe. Use your.
Yeah,
you should
they
just-
won't listen.
They'll listen to you.
They won't listen.
how they actually
More and more
assume
people
that
are
this is not
It's-
safe.
it's all
Like
about-
it's everything like something happened 10 years ago.
It was
Yeah.
How they
10
say
years
this
ago.
still it's not safe? How can they say this?
Yeah.
They just.
They won't. It's-
Ethiopia was 2008 or 2009.
Yeah, I thought it was 12. To be fair.
Oh, whatever, but still,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's all to do with, I'm pretty sure it's the embassy, so it would be the British council within Pakistan or whoever, or probably the US, and they all kind of follow each other's advice. It takes a lot for them to take something off that website because if they take it off and then something happened, they're in a lot of trouble. So once they put it on, it's then a lot to get it off
Yeah.
again. So
So this is the problem. They probably won't take it off for a long time.
All right. So whenever I make some tourist packages, I should not put Fairy Meadows in it.
No.
yeah, well, you can do
Other
it, or you
than
can
like
have
Fairy
an optional
Meadows,
extra.
Swat region, Chitral,
Yeah,
no.
so you can't. It's not to say you can't do it because when we went to Ethiopia, there was an area in Ethiopia where they said on the FCO they said don't go, and we still went. So we discussed it between ourselves, and we decided that we would go. But we
good enough,
knew that if we were there, that when we were there, that we would have no travel insurance. So for Fairy Meadows, because it is quite popular, you could say, it depends how you want to do it really, but you could do it as an optional extra and say, look, we can take you there, but you have to check with your Commonwealth FCO.
You are allowed by
Yeah.
FC or not.
Yeah, and then
And
the
then
choice
you're
is yours, and we will not be liable for any risk.
It's your decision.
Yeah,
Your risk.
we will not be liable for any injury or damage which you incur, and that you'd probably have to put that in your terms and conditions or something like that once you get to that stage. So, because once people get here, it's their decision. It's not to say they can't go; they just have to decide.
Or you might have to get them to sign like a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Ah, that's perfect. Like
Yeah.
terms and conditions should be signed for the
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, if you want to be really sort of safe about it, yeah.
It's best to do that.
Because lots of people go to Fairy Meadows and we all know it's fine, but it will take a
maybe
long
you
time.
have find that like in the Crockery Club, you every
Everyone's
day
at Fairy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fairy Meadows is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But for our risk, in general, Pakistan. I don't know anyone that's been.
I don't know. There's
Like from your friends and family, no one
No,
in
no,
Pakistan,
no.
But we have a lot of friends who travel a lot.
but they're
So we-
not here.
No.
No, it's
But they'll
like
come.
you are
They will
one.
come.
Yeah.
Slowly, like think about Burma and stuff, places
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Burma's been closed off for years, different reasons, but closed off for years, and tourists are starting to go there in their droves.
Like if
Yeah.
you know, like few months back, Turkey had a blast on the airport.
yeah,
Yeah.
And still now tourists are going there.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe your FCA or FCO didn't put their name on the list not to travel.
No, at that point it's when there's things happening in countries, it's like stay away from any political demonstrations. But the way that Pakistan is kind of displayed to us is like the whole country is dangerous. It's not
Oh.
if it's not in a specific place. Sorry.
Like
you'll get there. You'll get there.
it's the revival
Image
of
problem.
tourism.
Image problem, which isn't your own fault.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an unfair image.
Like we are trying to improve tourism in our country, and
Yeah.
definitely it will be with our behavior. Like you people, when you'll come here and you
Yeah.
tell the story to other people that how you felt, how was
Yeah.
your experience. It's all
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. You need to put a testimonial bit on your website, and then
yeah.
we'll write reviews.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, testimonials are good.
Yeah.
And I think you should kind of have videos with other English people in or other Americans or Canadians.
yeah.
People
Like
they think, oh, they've
Yeah,
been
same,
in Britain, oh, they must be okay.
Seriously,
Yeah,
Speaks volumes.
yeah.
Yeah.
As ridiculous as it sounds, having another English person in a video. Oh, I think the English person's gone there. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now I can go.
yeah, this is what people actually gonna believe the same.
Yeah.
ethnicity and
Exactly.
stuff.
He's from my country. He's got the same colour skin as me. It sounds good.
Okay,
But
okay.
it's ridiculous. I know, but
So
it's how it works.
yeah.
People are funny.
So that's good. That's perfect.
Do you need more water?
Yeah.
Information is very important for me.
When you go travelling to many countries, you get beggars all the time coming up to you, children trying to sell you stuff,
Or ask for pens?
or ask for pens, or say that they want books for school, money, sweets, any shampoo, always shampoo.
Whatever, like small
Anything,
stuff.
Yeah.
Or you go into shops and they hassle you, just loads and loads of hassle to buy stuff. And there's none of that here, and that's wonderful.
relaxing.
It's wonderful.
Walking
If
into a
you-
shop and looking at things.
If once tourism takes off in Pakistan, and if you go into a shop and you see the owner of the shop hassling the person to buy something, tell them to stop, because as soon as they hassle, the people will walk away usually.
Yeah.
It's so
Because
like
they
you
don't-
go in, oh my friend price, this is so good. You buy this one. What about, and it's so,
Yeah.
British
Yeah.
people don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have to go into a shop.
But
and
here,
take
I
your own
think you
time.
find maybe
like that.
very few are
Very
Yeah.
few are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They
that's-
don't
Normally they
Get
don't
you.
do. They just let you choose
yeah,
your own.
perfect.
what-
Just sit.
Yeah. Choose your own.
And
Take your time.
and there's no
take your time.
kids asking where you're from, what's your name, where you going,
Yeah, just-
can you buy my pen?
It's relaxing. It's so
Yeah.
much more relaxing. Oh, they're on your guard all the time.
Yeah, pickpocketing.
Pickpocketing.
Pocket picking is so
Yeah.
common in other countries here, and I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were in some countries, admittedly in sort of more highly populated places like a market or something, but you walk with your bag over your
Front.
front.
Front,
Yeah,
not
to
back,
stop
someone
to
goes,
stop people.
Yeah, I feel
Oh.
safer here. I've not done that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not done it at all yet.
No,
So yeah. That's
it's
what-
more relaxed and it's cleaner.
So clean. There's normally rubbish everywhere. Like if you're in any tourist destination,
Yeah.
there's always just like packets of crisps and bottles. But here, there's like nothing.
And the poverty is less upsetting. Not that poverty is bad, because it happens and there's a lot of
No, that's
poverty in
one way of
Pakistan, I
saying
know
it.
there is. But it's very difficult. It's difficult to go to India and see people living in a ditch. And there are a lot of people living in a ditch in India. I'm not saying it's their fault, but it's hard to see.
Yeah.
And tourists don't generally like it. That doesn't promote tourism.
Yeah.
Seeing abject poverty.
Yeah. Why?
We haven't
Not
seen.
Why
because they
should
don't like it,
object
because
like-
they don't want to see it, but because they don't think it's fair.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because people, it's not fair that people have to live like that. And I know that, and even in England, there's people that live in quite, small houses and stuff, and they're poor. And we have different classes of people, really, don't we? Or, but it's not fair when you see children and stuff living in gutters.
You just feel like
Yeah.
such guilt,
feel
but
sad,
you can't
right?
get rid of the guilt. I mean, there's nothing you can do to help it. Whereas,
You feel sad and guilty.
yeah,
And the bottom line is tourists don't like to see it. Not because we think.
Yeah,
but
because
we're
tourists
sad.
come here to visit the good
it-
places to
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
something,
but
not
also-
to see the poor people.
But also,
living
that's
here.
not to say you should not. You
Hide them. No, no,
don't
no.
hide them, but it's just something that I
Not-
think
not
sometimes
good.
if you're going to do tourism, it's nice to go to smaller independent places where you feel like the people that are visiting your country are helping the locals to make a living, as opposed to staying in the Marriott because it's just going into a big business and they don't need any more money. So staying at places like this or eating at local restaurants and stuff helps make you feel like you're contributing back into the country. So it's not to say don't take people, or no, you wouldn't take them, but like hide poor people away, because that's a bigger problem than tourism's instantly going to solve.
Yeah.
But it's that if you're doing a tour company, like, it's better to feed back into the community, things like that.
Grassroots.
Right, yeah.
Grassroots tourism is the word. Called community-based tourism. Exactly what you were saying.
Corporate
Bottom
social
up.
responsibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
the end.
Yeah, that's perfect thing. Like a lot of things.